Over the summer, we introduced you to Charlie the Mastiff. Take a look. This sweet dog had been at the animal shelter longer than any other dog there.
After the original story aired, Charlie was miraculously reunited with his old caretaker in a hard-to-believe turn of events. Well, it turns out there's another twist to this story.
News 8's Allison Royal caught up with Charlie in his new home with his new best friend.
Check it out. He's a happy boy, happy boy.
It's hard to believe this so-called happy boy was waiting at the Rancho Coastal Humane Society in Encinitas for 8 months.
You're a good boy.
He's so happy to just be connected back again. I think he's forgiven me.
Oh, it is good to see you again, Charlie.
So, how did we get here? Charlie's journey started when his original owner died in Chula Vista last year. The orphan was transferred to the Rancho Coastal Humane Society, where one by one, he was passed over.
There will be a lot of tears when he gets adopted. I know for one I'll be crying. Speak.
News 8 introduced you all to Charlie in hopes he would finally get a second shot at a forever home. But it turns out someone special was watching, and he wasn't a stranger. It turns out Charlie and his late owner had a caretaker named Tim. Tim wanted to keep Charlie, but just didn't have the resources at the time.
I had to close that metal gate on him and lock him in there. And as I walked away, he was just barking that bark that he just didn't understand, and I cried. And that was the last time I saw Charlie.
Then Tim went on to help out another woman named Lisa and her dog. You guessed it, Lisa had a Mastiff named Bert. Well, that is until Bert sadly died. Coincidentally, right before our original Charlie story aired.
Hey, Charlie, you want to get adopted?
Lisa saw it and wanted to adopt Charlie, not knowing Tim had once raised Charlie. And of course, Tim never forgot about Charlie Boy. They held their breath as they called the animal shelter.
He came from a lady who passed away. And I said, I know, I used to take care of that lady. And she goes, oh. And she paused, and she goes, hold on a minute. And right at that moment, I go, you're gonna get him.
And so, one dog lost their person, one person lost their Mastiff, and a new blended family was born.
Is he your best friend?
Yes.
This is what happened when Tim and Charlie reunited for the first time in nearly a year.
Where are we going?
I think when he sees me, he'll know he has found his home again. Ooga booga booga booga. It's me. Hey.
Let's fast forward. So, how is Charlie doing today?
Kick it out, Charlie.
He has lots of love to give, all 174 pounds of him.
I'll take him to bed with me a lot of times and just like, you know, you just hang on to him and he's just a big bear, you know, and he's really just so glad that it worked out the way it did.
From the oldest shelter dog to porch dog.
And he just laid on that porch like he's the new king.
Well, last time we told you all about Tim and Charlie's special relationship, but it turns out Charlie is helping somebody else come out of his shell.
Yes, there's yet another new character in this story. Meet Tank the tortoise.
Tank I got just a few days before I became aware that Charlie was available.
It turns out that in their old life, Tim and Charlie had tortoises.
They were like, you know, walking rocks, you know, that he was fascinated with. When I brought Charlie home and he saw this one, which looks exactly like the other male, he just went right into his routine.
The tale is almost hard to believe for these unlikely animal friends.
When you look back on it and the orchestration of the events that all happened in that 1 week, it's just unbelievable. I mean, it's, you know, you really know that there's a little more going on than what, you know, we see.
That's right.
All in a week.
So, was it fate for Charlie and Tank?
Without a shadow of a doubt, I know that there is.
Thank you.
As cliche as it sounds, now together as one happy family.
He's just really happy.
For News 8, I'm Allison Royal.
Come on, Charlie. You can't be out of breath already.
Even though Charlie and Tank have found their home, there are still plenty of pets looking for a family right here in San Diego County. We've put a link to some of those adoptable pets on our website. Just head to CBS8.com and click on this story.
Good to see Charlie thriving.
Yes, big bundle of love.
Got a new friend, too.